It has real pretty stained glass windows on it and everything. I said, you open up that door, on that far wall, there's a double-sided X with a guy hanging on there. And you take that off of there. I said, and we take it because you don't have a piece of paper to go along with it. How would that make you feel? And right away it was like, oh. And then some of them, even by looking at the look on their faces, they got mad. And I told them, I said, are you appalled at what I said? And nobody said anything. And I told them, I said, well, you should be. I said, go with that feeling, because I said, the reaction that you have is from a thought that I planted in your mind, made you think and feel the way you are right now. I said, that's just a thought. You're doing that to us, for real. You're already doing that to us. You don't understand. I said, that's the only way I could help you to better understand what it is that you're doing. And we came away from that meeting in that people were still talking as the meeting was winding down, and it was stated again by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Again, if you have an eagle feather that does not have a permit, it is considered illegal, and that meeting was done. So when we started talking with some of the people after the meeting, one man in particular, his name is Tracy Touloux from the Office of Tribal Justice, and he said one of the options could be that we could turn that authority and responsibility for the eagle feathers over to the tribes. If they could have within the laws of their tribe their own ordinance, their own law for protection. However it is, he said that would be one of the options that we could use. And so we continued to talk about that particular topic on it. And the more that we thought about it, the more we thought that it would be good. Even though out of all those tribes, we're not all in the same, boat from a law enforcement aspect. One of the concerns that I had in regards to when you start talking about authority and jurisdiction is that we are non-contiguous. We're not one large land mass. So we go through different jurisdictions to any of the villages that we go to. And so wherever we travel, we're still going to be going through state of Wisconsin. Then we're going to hit Ho-Chi Minh, and we're going to be in different counties. So that's kind of one of the specific thoughts that I was having, just in regards to our own tribe. And there are some out there, and there's even tribes. If you can imagine, there's tribes out there that have no land base at all. So right when I started thinking, what would be best for us as Ho-Chunk, and we continue to look at these options as we're working with the federal government. Everything ready? And I was also stating where's the food? I was also one of the things that we had also talked about is politically, when you start speaking with the federal government, there's got to be an ask. What do you want? What do you want from the federal government? And that was one of the big things. And then we need supporting documentation to go along with that, of what it is that we're going to be asking them for. When we started this campaign to get out the information on this topic, we went also to National Congress of American Indian, in Albuquerque in November, and we had a breakout session over there, which was really well attended. And I think that a lot of them were still, they didn't even know that this topic was going on. And it gets to be a really technical topic once you start delving into all the laws, the acts, the ordinances, everything that's out there. And at that time, that conference, we use that as a way just to get the word out. And the initial reaction is usually anger. Surprise, even make you feel bad. And so that's once we started getting the word out more and more that other people were becoming involved in the issue. I guess the biggest thing that we needed to do was to get more elected officials involved in that, in the process, when we start meeting with the federal government. For the main reason that in speaking with some of the people that I know behind the scenes within these departments, it's always been stated that it's good that you have your lawyers, your legal counsel, the people that are lobbying for whatever it is that you want. But if you really want to make an impact, that you need elected officials, people that are there to represent your own people specifically. And it doesn't work out that way sometimes when we have our meetings. And then whether it's planned that way or not, one of the meetings that we had with them, they gave us 6 days notice on that meeting. And for us, this is just within our tribe, if like a legislator like myself, if I'm going to travel out of state on behalf of the tribe, I need approval for that from a regular legislative meeting in order to travel. Otherwise, I can't go. And so that's where a lot of the people at that meeting got cut off, because they only gave us 6 days notice before that meeting. So there's a lot of them that didn't get an opportunity to go. However, I kind of heard from my connections over there a little window of when that meeting was going to happen, and got approval from the legislature to go. So that's the reason why I went. And it was a good thing, because there was only one elected official at that meeting. That was myself. But we had 10 lawyers and about 8 lobbyists there. So the different places that we go, we continue to tell them that we need more elected officials involved in the process, because they carry more clout. They're speaking on behalf of a grouping of people. One of the other things that we could do is to also have representatives from different organizations, whether it be religious and cultural. That's another thing there. But there's got to be, organizations for ways of belief. There's got to be people out there that can speak on behalf of, again, groupings of people and how they believe. Those ones, they carry weight with them when they speak. And there's different meetings that go on throughout the country. They're not only in Washington, D.C., but in different regions. When you look on that Fish and Wildlife site for the Native American liaison part, you can see that the United States is broken down into different regions. The representative for us is Tim Petronsky out of Fort Snelling, out of the cities. And within our region, there's 35 tribes in our region. And this gentleman, and he's only been in that position for not even 2 years yet, needs to have some type of a cultural sensitivity, is what they call it, and our use of eagle feathers, and our use of non-eagle feathers as well. So these are some of the things that are going on. Right now, from that time, from that May 20th meeting to in between there, we had another meeting with the federal government at their own offices, and then we went to NCAI for that annual conference and had that breakout session, and also had the opportunity to attend Native American Church of North America mid-year conference and give a report on this. One of the things that I would also like to tell you is that when we meet with them, it's their understanding that those that are speaking on behalf of all the federally recognized tribes that are out there. And for me, I have understanding that we have within our own tribe, our Native American church. We also have our traditional ways of belief, and then even some of our tribal members, they also are members of other Native organizations or Native ways of belief. And within those different ways of belief, we all use the eagle feather in some way, shape, or form. So when those of us that have been speaking with the federal government talk to them, when those things are getting written down, it's under the understanding that all these things apply to all these tribes, each and every one of them. So that's why I continue to say that we need more elected officials out there speaking on behalf of them. We need more representatives from these different ways of belief through all these tribes to be involved in the process. Because the different places that we go, I continue to tell them that you don't want me speaking for you because I don't know everything that goes into your ways of belief. So many times there are times when we speak in generalities when talking about the eagle feathers, so that we encompass everyone, not just our traditional ways in the American church and the other ways that are practiced by members of our tribe. So that's one of the initiatives that are we want more people involved, I guess is the point. We want people to be out there. And that opportunity might be coming sooner than we think. Just this past, I'm kind of jumping ahead there and putting in another piece to this. There's a gentleman now, his name is Akaka, A-K-A-K-A. And he's a senator from Hawaii. Right now he is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Indian Affairs. And since we've been working with the different departments and agencies of the federal government, we've also been speaking with different people in being able to go about thinking about what other options are available to us. When we start speaking with elected officials of the federal government and talking about eagle feathers, religious rights, Native American religious rights are one of the things, one of the topics that are coming up now. So that encompasses a lot of topics within that itself. When you talk about eagle feathers, you can talk about non-eagle feathers. Also, one of the resolutions that have been talked about lately is tobacco pouches for the veterans when they go to war, for them to be able to wear those. Animal body parts and how the different ways how they use them. Again, Native American prisoners' rights, those that are incarcerated, free exercise of religion again. So these are some of the issues that are out there on the Senate side right now. And like I stated before, back there in the 90s when those testimonials were going on throughout the country, it might come again that time that some of our people are going to be able to have that opportunity to speak in front of these Committee on Indian Affairs and give opinions as to how they think that it could be better for Indians in this country. Like I said, I just got received emails on that issue. that it's being pushed more and more.